Hey everyone, welcome back to the preview show. We're keeping it real goes right. Welcome to Real Take Wrestle Bomb once again. Joining the show. Hell yeah, that's what we got to start calling these. I'm gonna get a whole playlist going of our former escapades. We got the king of wrestling. I don't know where I was going with that. We got Mr. Kenny Bomb joining the show today. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. Busy, man. Busy, but it's not a bad thing.
Busy. I wonder where you've been. Kenny, why don't you let the good people at home tell you where you are right now?
Well, as y'all can see, I'm not in the usual green screen building, allegedly green screen building. I am actually in Florida, as me and Brian will be attending the Royal Rumble. I wish Omar was out here with us, but he only goes to AEW pay-per-views.
Hell yeah. A man who's very near and dear to my heart for that reason. Although, hey, I've gone to WWE shows. A lot of people like to call me an AEW show because like, you only go to AEW pay-per-views. I'm like, bro, who was that Survivor Series? Who was in the building?
You were there when CM Punk came out, right?
I was there. Yeah. I almost left. I did almost leave.
Oh man.
Like everyone was getting ready to leave because it was like Cody was doing his whoa like the fifth time. It's like, all right, we got to get home. There's traffic, and then you see and it was on.
Think about the people who were in the concession area and just heard that music hit.
There were so many people who ran back. This one dude comes up at the top of our section and just goes, "Holy fuck!" Like it was one of the funniest things. That was crazy. Yeah. That was absolutely nuts. Kenny, I was talking to you off the air earlier, and I was like, I swear, every time I have you on the show, something wild happens in professional wrestling.
And it was definitely a wild day today.
Wild day. Just a few days before the Royal Rumble, we have news about very serious allegations about Vince McMahon. We will touch on that very briefly. But the focus of this stream is going to be the Royal Rumble, main events of WrestleMania on the line, championship belts on the line. A lot to get into, a lot to talk about. A whole hell of a lot could happen. And myself and Kenny Bomb got you covered. Kenny's going to be at the show, so he's going to be providing that really deep insight across his channel. So go follow him, youtube.com/@offtetop. Did I get that right? Off
the top YT. Yeah, we had to put a YT in there because we don't. Yeah, we're not the biggest off the top yet, but we're working on it.
Both of Kenny's channels linked in the description of this video. Go subscribe to both of them. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, one of the best content creators out there. Always appreciate having you on and joining you.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it.
All right. We got a few people already sounding off in the chat. We got Extreme Kiwi saying hello, Extreme Kiwi. Royal Rumble, of course, that's what we're here to talk about. Liam in the chat says, no chance in hell we see Brock Lesnar at the Rumble now. Hey, man, we saw Chris Jericho at World's End. We'd probably see Brock Lesnar at the Rumble. And we got Liam saying Madcap Moss finna win the Rumble. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna make a surprise return.
He's returning. That's nice.
I don't know.
I was like, I don't know. Anyway, real quick though, of course, today allegations came out about Vince McMahon. I covered my thoughts in a separate video. I will give you the Spark Notes version of what happened. I highly suggest people go check out the Wall Street Journal report about it. It has the full details of this and could go into it way better than either Kenny or I could as far as the details of the allegations. However, not good, Kenny.
Good.
Not good.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Vince McMahon was accused of many things, including potential sex trafficking. He was accused of offering career advancement in exchange for favors. It's just horrendous dirtbag stuff, to be honest with you. I can give my 2 cents first. Just, it's a sad day for professional wrestling, honestly. Like, whenever you hear about shit like this, it really makes you, I ain't gonna say ashamed, like, not ashamed to be a wrestling fan, but like, it's just one of those things. You don't want to be talking about this. We're days away from a great pay-per-view. We don't want to be talking about this type of horrible stuff. Man, it
Yeah,
is sad.
their first big pay-per-view of the year, and this is going to kind of put a dark cloud over it. But let's say it makes me feel bad to be a wrestling fan because we look at like Hollywood and all media right now. This is just coming up about so much people, just like the Epstein list. You know, we got some crazy names on there. So it's just bad in the world right now, but it's good that we're putting a spotlight on this stuff before, these people are gone and stuff, just so, it's important to know who these people really are before we celebrate them in ways that, we know them, but unfortunately, it's just really not what they are for real. And you know what? I love Vince McMahon. Well, I loved Vince McMahon. Growing up, he was like I would always say he was one of the best heels of all time. But, when you see this stuff he was doing behind the scenes, it kind of does, just take away from that.
Yeah. And, like people like said, like Vince McMahon is like the best heel on and off the screen. Like, they weren't lying. I mean, they were not lying. Gimmick, brother. It wasn't a gimmick. I mean, like, this is the same thing about it. Like, this is the same guy who was like, bullying and making fun of JR like on camera when he was having like surgery. Like, who's it? Josh Matthews, former WWE commentator, like what said like Vince was like in his ear literally for 2 hours on SmackDown, screaming at him, saying like the most like shit that would get him fired today, or would get most normal people fired right at their jobs. But he was every week. That's just what he did, and it's one of those things like. It's never good when you hear about this stuff, and the only redeeming like thing that can come out of this is that we learn a lesson that stuff like this is not okay, and you got to internalize it. Like we all have to, right? It's that old what Biggie Smalls say: "Can't change the world till we change ourselves." Like it's true. Like it's cheesy, but it's true. Like all you can do is
you go Biggie Smalls. I would go Michael Jackson. I'm fine with the man in the mirror.
Fine with the man in the mirror. Okay.
Yeah. But, we look at the stuff that Vince McMahon was doing on TV. He was kind of telling us who he was. Look at the stuff with Trish Stratus. She's in the ring barking like a dog. I mean, he was pretty much doing that stuff real life backstage, too. So it's bad.
Liam out here saying, I mean, the last time something like this happened, Stephanie came out and started a thank you, Vince chant. That is true. Yeah. That was wild. That was wild. Pro wrestling, man, it is. I can't like. Here's the thing. One of my coworkers all like knows like, oh, you do like wrestling YouTube, right? And I was like, yeah. So how is that?
Well,
I was like, oh, it's up and down because like they all see me and they're like, you don't seem like someone who's into wrestling. I'm like, bro, you'd be surprised some of the people that are into wrestling. You'd be really surprised.
Yeah, right. Some people who don't even talk about it.
Exactly.
For sure.
Anyway, yep. This man constantly degrades women. Yep, it's a running pattern with that guy. But hey, we touched on it. I think Kenny, you'd probably agree. Like what's said has been said. Vince, let everyone else take care of it. We're here to talk about professional wrestling right now.
For sure. Yeah, it's bad. And shout out, you know what? We got. I hate to say it, but I don't know if y'all know about Brock Lesnar being involved too. It's just all bad. Just look up the stories, y'all. It's all bad. Hopefully, it's cleaner than it looks, but it just doesn't sound good right now.
Hopefully, the victims, are able to just get justice. That's all we can hope for too. Anyway. Royal Rumble talk. Royal Rumble is this weekend. Right now, Kenny, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to guess how many matches they've got on the card right now for the Royal Rumble.
So last time I looked, I believe it was like 4. You had the Men's Rumble, the Women's Rumble, the Roman Reigns match, and Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. Did I miss one?
That is it. You got 4 matches on the card right now. Now, Kenny, I want to continue with this game real quick. I want you to do me a favor. Guess how many – we're going to do men's and then women's. How many male superstars have declared for the Royal Rumble in just about, 2 days out?
I know it's a very small number. Is it about, say, 4 for the men?
No, not that low. They gave us a solid 8.
8? Okay.
We got 8. We got, so far, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Gunta, Kofi Kingston,
Mm.
and Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest in the Rumble.
For what?
Because they need bodies, man.
Yeah.
Now, Kenny, I want you to do me a favor. Guess the women's Rumble.
I'm gonna say maybe let's see, maybe four for the women. You're still shooting too low.
Ding, ding, ding. Kenny Bomb in the building. Coming to you with the facts. Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I'm of two minds about it, honestly. Like, part of me is like, yeah, it's kind of cool that like you don't know who's gonna be in it because you're like, ooh, like anyone could come in the Rumble, It's that old like
right.
whatever. But I'm also like, man, none of y'all want this,
Yeah.
you know?
I miss the days where they did the little like lottery thing in the back where they like wind it up and you come
So
pick a
cool.
number.
It's like
so cool. But I do, on the other end, I do like it where it's the element of surprise as well. Like you don't know who's coming out next. They could have as many surprises as they want, just depending on who they could pull in there. And by not announcing too many people, you're not locking yourself in to maybe somebody else who could potentially come in. So it's cool.
Bro, I could probably run through and name you everybody who's gonna be in this Rumble. You know damn well Lesnar's gonna come back. I know WWE. It stuff like this is not bothering them in the past. Lesnar's gonna come back. We're gonna have all members of the Judgment Day in there and JD McDonough. R-Truth. Like, bro,
Kofi
I'm halfway
Kingston.
there already.
Yeah. You think we get any like shocking surprises for the men? Like maybe a Rob Van Dam or
RVD would be
MJF.
MJF. Okay, MJF.
I know, I'm just kidding.
You trolling, Kenny the troll.
He was removed from the AEW roster. Come on, man.
Oh,
Possible.
Oh man, you and WWE Gareth like out here like, oh, he's gone. No, whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. They're not fooling me this time.
This time they
Not
got me
this time.
last time, but not this time.
Fool me once.
Okay, so Lesnar is obviously one return I think we can all kind of expect. We're talking about unexpected. I think Goldberg could be in play.
Oh, he said some pretty bad stuff about Vince McMahon, didn't he?
Bro, a lot of people are saying bad things about Vince McMahon.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I don't think it's gonna stop them from being like, "Hey, we have this money. Do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want
it?
Yeah, like
Sure.
It's just how it works. I'd say Goldberg. Here's the thing. I did hear this. Undertaker, Michelle McCool, both are scheduled to be in
Please give me Undertaker one
the
more
arena.
time. Yes,
I know how
please.
you feel about Taker. What do you think about Taker
Yeah.
potentially coming back for one more ride?
Man, that would be the best. This is my first Royal Rumble. You know what? I can go easy after this. Like whatever. I don't ever have to attend another wrestling show as long as I can see the Undertaker one more time. No, man, because can he take the top rope bump now, or what would they do?
Bro, lights turn on.
That's
Lights
exactly what I was
turn
gonna
off.
say.
He's on the outside of the ring.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You know what? Just turn the lights off, turn them back on. He's in the ring, does some destruction. Lights go off, lights come back on. He's gone. I'll be fine with that.
Dead man production. We love that.
Yeah.
How about Kenny Bombs? It's gonna be my first Rumble and my last Rumble.
Yeah, that's it. I've never got to come back to another one. But can I ask you the big question right now?
Go for it.
Do you think The Rock is going to be in the Royal Rumble?
Kenny Bomb. Asking the real questions.
Big questions.
Here's what I'll say. If I had to bet on it, I would say no. But I would say there's like a solid like 30% chance, whatever that means, like that he's gonna be there. Like and I was like this sure that CM Punk was gonna return to Survivor Series. So like who knows what could happen, but
yeah.
Man, it would be electrifying, pun intended, if The Rock showed up.
Yeah.
I just think not only would it have people talking like afterwards, and it would change the conversation for WWE for sure, which is probably what they want to do right now. It would be big time, and it would set up like the biggest match in WrestleMania history, like Roman Reigns versus The Rock. It's not even close.
Yeah. I would put it at the same. I would say 30% chance. I'm not expecting it to happen, but I do think there's that small chance it can. And if The Rock comes out at number 30 and throws everybody over, Rock versus Roman at Mania, I'm definitely going to WrestleMania at that point.
Oh, you're not going for me?
I'm not locked in yet because if it's Roman and Cody, I might not go. But if they lock in Roman and The Rock, I'm out there for sure.
You got to come through, Kenny. We got to. I got to get your reaction when Rock helps Roman win and
Yeah,
retain.
it's probably go. You know what? Right now, it's a 60% chance because I'm gonna go on a family vacation that week, but we're coming back on that Saturday, so I would have to fly right out to Philly. But I might do it. You know what? I might do it. We'll see.
You know what y'all got to do in the chat? Y'all got to leave your questions, your comments, concerns, all that stuff in the chat. You want to guarantee your question is answered on the air, leave a super chat. Also, do me a favor, do Kenny a favor, smash that like button. Smash it,
Big old
smash
like.
it, smash it. Hitting that like button, make sure more people see the podcast, more people join the community. That's what we're all about here. So please do that. Kenny, we got 4 matches on this card. We'll get to our Royal Rumble predictions in just a second, but we have other matches to talk about here, namely the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Randy Orton, AJ Steroid Styles, and
Oh, come on.
He is not clean. I don't care what anyone says.
You just got a good diet.
Hey, piss in a cup, AJ, and we'll talk, all right? LA Knight, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. AJ, please don't hurt me. Interesting way this came together. Like, it was like a bit of a schmoz kind of thing. They all kind of like, I like the way they told this story a little bit. This is going to be probably Roman's last match until Mania, so they're going out with a big one, fatal 4-way for the championship. What do you think about the build? What do you think about the matchup? Are you excited? Let me know.
Yeah, so SmackDown is kind of on Fridays, and I can't catch it all the time, so I really don't know what to build. I just catch the highlights and stuff. So seeing who was in the match, I was like, you know what? We already know who's going to win that one. So it's kind of hard to get invested for me when, things were playing out that way. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen in the match. We could see, a surprise show up where it kind of takes Roman into his WrestleMania feud, but I don't know. I just, looking at it, I kind of know who's going to take the pin, who's going to win the match. So doesn't really tickle my fancy, this one.
The biggest question going into matches like these, right? And like I would like talk about this like during MJF's title reign, right? Like we knew that Jay White wasn't gonna beat him. We knew that even like Adam Cole, like up until the end, like people were like, yeah, MJF's gonna retain, right? Like, but the mark of like really good booking in matches is, can you sell someone a ticket once the match is there? Like once you're watching a match, can you have them suspense their disbelief to the point where you're like, oh, damn, they're going to have LA Knight win. Like, that's crazy. Like, they always do it. They always do it. And, like that Sami Zayn match is, like, the perfect example of that. When that man hit the Blue Thunder Bomb, the Haluva kick twice, everyone's like, oh, it's over. Like, he got it. And WWE, no one does those 3 counts better than WWE. Because that man's hand comes down, it touches, it just graces the mat.
And Roman's good at it too. Yeah, he's good at getting it at that last second. So, right.
Yeah.
Even though you see him looking up at the ref.
And he's like, my favorite thing though, I was like, my face immediately goes to like Paul Heyman. I'm just like, what is he doing? He's like, my tribal chief. I love Paul Heyman. Like that man he's so good. Like that man,
he's overrated.
Oh no, bro, I'm all in for it. Like, I want him to get like a simp for Roman shirt, like going like, because that's what he is. He's like, he really is like simping for Roman Reigns. He's like, my tribal chief, I love you so much.
Yeah, I think it's too much. It's too much. People love it though, so maybe I'm wrong, but
it's WWE. It's you always have to overact just a little bit, you know.
They go too cartoony sometimes, but
yeah. Speaking of too cartoony, AJ Styles is. Abs quite cartoony. Like it's like
he's been working hard, man. He's been working hard.
Needles have been working hard into that man's bloodstream. I'll tell you that much.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Here's the thing. I mean, like, there's so much you could do out of this. Like, because like here's the thing. Like, we all know Roman's gonna win. Sure, whatever. My question is like, are we going to get to a point where it's like, oh, okay, maybe we have AJ versus LA Knight as a match at Mania, or maybe Randy Orton versus AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Which right now would be cool. Or Randy versus LA Knight, a match we haven't seen. Like, there's a lot of possibilities they could do coming out of this. Like, and that's the exciting part for me.
Yeah. Which way would you rather see it paired up? Randy versus AJ or LA Knight?
I would love to see a triple threat. Give me a
Mm,
give me a triple threat at Mania. Winner gets a shot at Roman's title at whatever Saudi show is after that. Just boom, right there.
yeah. Yeah,
Or
yeah. You can work it that way. But I hope AJ wins because remember when AJ first came in there and had that match with Roman Reigns? It was a banger. I know they both kind of slowed down now, but I think that's a good pairing.
ooh, Kenny, I just thought of some heat right here. So triple threat: AJ, LA Knight, and Randy Mania. Winner gets a shot at the WWE Universal Champion at the next pay per view. Cody wins the Universal Championship. Right.
Oh no.
Hold on. Randy wins the number one contender match. And we get Randy Orton versus Cody at the next pay-per-view for the title. A little bit of teacher versus pupil matchup here, telling the story of legacy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's good.
there's something there. There's something there.
Yeah, there's something there. But go with the world championship. I don't want to see Cody beat Roman Reigns yet.
You're the only person who does not want to see Cody win that match.
I know, but you know what? Brian wants to see it so bad, so I don't want it to happen.
That's the only reason. That's what.
That's the only reason.
Yo, I was already a fan of Jack Perry, but Brian really like cemented it. I'm about to buy a scapegoat shirt. Like I'm about to go all in on Jack Perry.
Yeah, for sure. If I could get a shirt right now to wear it to the Royal Rumble, I would get a Jack Perry shirt. I couldn't even get a Julia Hart shirt because AEW said it would take 7 days to get here, so
Dude, that's why
waited too late.
AEW's so bad with merch. I have to buy all of it like at shows.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like when we went to the pay-per-view World's End, no merch. But they came to South Carolina last week. Yeah, last week, and they had like a pretty good merch stand. I was like, why would you not have this at your pay-per-view?
AEW,
So they got to get it together.
Yeah, they ain't the best at that type of thing. Anyway, who cares? You know who's got their merch right? WWE. like I don't know. Last time I went to a WWE show, man, they had gloves. They had like wristbands. Like you could buy anything at those places. They were like $40 each, but you could buy anything. It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
AEW, why don't you poach some people over there? You would pay wrestlers. Go pay some like merch people. Go pay some like some officials there. Come on, let's go. Let's start the real bidding war. All right, Roman, Randy, AJ, LA Knight. We all think Roman's gonna win, right?
Yeah. For sure, 100%, absolutely, without a doubt.
How wild would it be if they just had like LA Knight win?
Crazy. Insane. I don't even know what I would do. You know what? I would be mad if they did like a Dusty finish. I would like to see that. Make it look like one of the other guys going to win, but cause some type of technicality.
No. What they could do is like they could do one of those things where like Roman Roman has is making LA Knight submit, but like Randy like pins AJ, and initially like they like play Randy Orton's music as the winner, but then like
then they switch it. Yeah, review, perfect.
That could be a way to make like a really cool moment. Like piss a lot of people off.
That'd be good
for 2 minutes. Oh man. Well, that's the Undisputed Championship. Roman wins, lol. Moving on to another match. Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul. WWE United States Championship on the line. Kenny Baum, what can you tell me about this?
So I know for sure, looking at the two people in this match, Logan Paul has to win because, as crazy as it is to say, he's the bigger star, and you want him having that title, taking it into WrestleMania, because you can see when he does his podcast, he has all kind of people on there, and he has them holding the title, and that looks good for WWE. So I think it's good to keep it on Logan Paul for right now, just depending on what you do with him at WrestleMania.
You want to know what I think should happen?
Ooh, what do you think?
Kevin Owens beats Logan Paul clean as a whistle in the middle of the ring, pop with the greatest pop-up power bomb God has ever seen. And here's why. Because the day after, what's everyone going to be talking about? Logan Paul got beat for this championship in WWE. By who? Kevin Owens. And I want Kevin Owens to go on every other podcast other than Impulsive. Get him on the McAfee show. Get him on ESPN. Get him out on First Take. Get him on Stephen A. Smith's show where he's like going off on Jason Whitlock. Let's go. Like let him do the media junket and be like, I beat Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a little bitch. Like just go off on that man for like 2 months. And then at Mania, build up towards the rematch. And I want WWE to like chronicle Logan Paul prepping for this match, training as hard as he can, eating his vitamins, saying his prayers, brother, all that jack shit. I want Logan Paul to be in the best shape of his life. Tell the story that, all right, Logan Paul ain't treating this like a game no more. Because before it's been like Logan Paul's like, dude, I'm just better than everyone. Like all that. Dude, Logan Paul is pissed because everything that he thought was so effortless to him suddenly isn't. And now he has to work hard. Now he has, and in a way, I'm telling you, man, like, it likely won't happen, but there's a possibility you could do a little bit of a double turn here and have Kevin Owens, because he's so good. He's so good at being a heel that you could have Kevin Owens be the bad guy and Logan Paul be the good guy in this. And have Logan Paul win a Mania in a big Mania match for the U.S. title. You want headlines? There's your headlines, Kenny.
Do you think Kevin Owens is that guy right now that you could send on different podcasts and stuff like that? I don't know. I think it's just too late for him. I think they gave him a good run when he first came in there. He was like, when he went up against John Cena, he was on fire, having the best matches. I think he just lost a lot of that fire. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was after his Universal title run or whatever, but it just seems like he hasn't been into it lately. So I don't know if he's that guy you could send to those different, like the Stephen A. Smith, whatever his show is called, and give him those spots. I think it'd be more beneficial to send Logan Paul to those spots to promote whatever other opponent he's going to be facing at Mania. Maybe it's Sami Zayn. Maybe something happens in that match, and those two end up going back and forth at Mania.
I just want to see Kevin Owens fuck with people on podcasts. It'd be the funniest thing because that man is so good. He's so good at being like a douche.
Is he still? I know he was before, but I don't know. I just feel like it seems like his soul left him. I don't know what happened.
I mean, on TV, yeah, he's kind of like that, just because like it's just the stories he's been given. But I'm telling you, like when it comes to like podcasts, I like listen to a recent podcast. He's like you don't like lose your personality, like that. You're always gonna have that. I think he would do really well. And plus, if he's playing it up, and if he's like, oh, I'm about to get paid a lot of money for this match. Let's go. Like damn well he's gonna be motivated.
Yeah.
But
right.
I don't know. I think Kevin Owens, you need a bit of a surprise on this show,
Yeah.
Shock him a little bit. Let's see what happens. Logan Paul's gonna win anyway with his whack ass buckshot lariat. Like,
yeah, definitely he's not messing with Hangman. So.
Oh yeah, I call it the whoopsie buckshot because he kind of like trips. Like, whoops. Okay.
Yeah, but he's better than CM Punk. So I'll say that.
I have a better buckshot than CM Punk, but okay. Jesus. Anyway, 2 matches down, 2 matches left, and they're both Royal Rumble matches, the women's and men's Rumble. Before we get into that, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Kenny Bomb, before we talk about this, I want you to do me a favor. Mm-hmm. Think back way deep in your memory bank, and I want you to think about your favorite Royal Rumble and your favorite Royal Rumble moment.
My favorite Royal Rumble. My favorite Royal Rumble moments. Man, you should have threw this at me before the pod. I have no idea. Hey, I'm just thinking Kane. I'm thinking Stone Cold.
We do it live, bro. We do it live.
We do it live. Oh, man. I wouldn't say anything in particular. Just over the years, I remember Kane coming in like throwing everybody over the top. Kane is probably my favorite Royal Rumble wrestler of all time. I know that for sure. Yeah, I don't remember. I can't think of it right now. You got me on the spot.
Man, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, like, I'll give you like my favorite moment. Like, I think probably one of the greatest moments that WWE's ever produced was in the 2000 Rumble. That Rikishi Too Cool spot where they're all dancing in the middle of the ring in Madison Square Garden. Mm-hmm. I think that is one of the coolest things that WWE's ever produced because it was perfect. The camera work was perfect. the crowd was so down with it. Like the music, the way that Grandmaster Sexay was selling like everything. Like, it was great. And Rikishi was like, he was rumbling, he bumbling. JR and King, by the way, they don't get enough credit. They do not get enough credit for how good they were as a pair. Because JR was like, oh my God.
The best pair.
Well, sorry, what's up?
I was going to say, I think they were probably the best pair to me of all time when it comes to announcers.
I think Paul Heyman and JR were better, but...
No, man. I still love the King. He added his own thing. Jeez. All of that stuff, like telling the bad jokes.
Here's the thing. The jokes went from, like, being, like... They were just so bad at the end, man. Like, he's just like... It's like, oh, Daniel Bryan. More like a... Old McDonald had a farm. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell are you even talking about, bro? Yo, the wildest call in WWE history is Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30 wins the belt. Everyone's going crazy. It's right after it's happened. And JBL, who I hate, I despise JBL on commentary. On promo,
I never liked him.
The worst. And JBL, like right after Bryan's big win, he's like, yo, a farm animal's WWE champion, Mago. And I was like, ruining my man. Like, they can't let him shine. They don't want him to succeed.
Right. They were killing him even when they gave him the title. But I do remember a Rumble moment. I remember that year they kind of made it look like Santino was going to win. That was crazy. Should have
won that Rumble.
They actually got me. I was like, yeah.
I would have much rather seen Santino than Alberto Del Rio in that main event. That would have been wild.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought Alberto was going to be a guy back then. I thought he was really good, but it's never panned out.
Yeah. Anyway, for my favorite Royal Rumble match, just in case those who were wondering, I really dug the 2018 Rumble. Like, I think there have been better Rumbles, like 2004 Rumble is probably, in my opinion, like the best booked Rumble. Obviously, we don't talk about that for reasons. But and like honestly,
was that one with Chris Benoit or something?
That was the one with Benoit. That's the match that got me into wrestling. But I would say like 2018 was so cool because going into it, you didn't really know who was gonna win, and by the end of it, like it was like Shinsuke, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, and John Cena at the end, and you're like, oh. This is about to be heat if Roman doesn't win. Right. And he didn't. And I just remember like that night too, like Asuka won the first ever women's Rumble, and that was a great one too.
Yeah.
Like I thought at that point, it's like WWE's really like turning the page. Like they're like sending new stars. Like one of these two has to win a Mania, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I remember that year. I was like, Roman's definitely going to win this one. But, it was cool. I was like, oh, they didn't make him win. You know what? I like that because he's not ready yet. He still definitely does need some seasoning on him. So I was glad they went with it that year. Thought that was a good one, too.
It didn't matter, though, Kenny. That man still main evented Mania. Nakamura was in the mid-card.
Right.
Only WWE could book AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania for the WWE title and have it be trash.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. That match was absolute stinking hot garbage.
Right. But you know what? Roman was their guy. They just didn't want to get booed out of the building that night, I guess. So, like I said, we'll still give him the main event, but we'll do it a different way.
That was crazy. They were like, that was the night they were turning down the dial. They're like, boo.
Oh, yeah. I remember when he first came out.
Yeah, they're like, Kevin Dunn's like, we can't have him be booed.
It's like you heard it hit and then the volume just like dropped. I was like, oh, come on, y'all.
Yeah, it's like,
was that the year New Day came out the Booty-O's box?
Oh, what was that the year the Booty-O's box? I think was 2016. That was in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
that was at Mania, right?
That was a Mania. That was
Mania. Yeah.
2018. What? That was the year that Braun Strowman won the tag belts with Nicholas.
Oh, with Nicholas.
The little kid, yeah. And Kofi Mania. Actually, no, Kofi Mania was the next year. My bad.
Yeah. Nicholas might be ready to make a comeback now. He should just be a bit older.
It's crazy. It's been that long. Like that man's ready. Yeah. And damn well, Braun's like, I need to get over. Bring that kid in here.
Bring Nicholas back.
We're gonna win a belt. Anyway. Well, we talked about Royal Rumbles. Let's get some stuff here from the chat. Curvin, good friend of the show, says, For me, the real main event for WrestleMania 34, Ronda Rousey's debut. That was a great match. It was her, Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Steph.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Ronda had one of the best rookie years that we've ever seen in WWE. Then everything after that was not great.
Yeah. After that, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she first came in, I was like, okay, this is going to go really well. Everybody says Kurt Angle learned it the fastest. I was like, maybe Ronda Rousey's going to be in that conversation. But yeah, like you said, just didn't pan out.
Yeah. We got Kervin saying they should add another match, Io Sky defending her championship because Ripley going to defend championship at Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I would love to have Io Sky wrestle on that show.
Yeah, they might add it on SmackDown.
Hell yeah. Cool. I think we're all caught up on chats. Guys, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, go over to the links in the description of this video, and subscribe to Kenny's channels as well. Off the Top, YT, and Kenny Bomb. All right. Let's talk about the Women's Rumble first, actually. Women's Royal Rumble, as I said earlier, right now we got Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, all scheduled for this match. Obviously, there's going to be 26 other women involved. Rumors of Michelle McCool potentially being there. Mm-hmm. Kenny, first off, what's a surprise name that you would love to see in this match?
A surprise name? I miss Alexa Bliss. I know she's on the roster right now, but I mean, that's a pretty good one I would like to see. Who else? Jade Cargill. That's another one. That's probably the biggest one for me.
Let's talk about it. You think we're getting Jade?
I don't know. Is she ready yet? I saw a video of her training with Natalya. She looked like she has this like hesitation thing, I think. Like when they're getting up, like you could see her kind of like stop for a minute before she goes. And she still had that in that video, but I don't know. If she's been working all of this time, she might be ready to make that appearance. But if she is in the Rumble, I don't know if you can let her lose.
Jade Cargill has 30 televised matches on national TV. She's ready. She could do a Rumble. Like I think people, there's I don't know why, there's a lot of people who say oh man, I don't know, Jade, she's too green. Okay, is she she's not the best technical wrestler out there, but she also doesn't need to be. Jade Cargill being in the ring sells itself, right? To an extent,
right?
Does she need to get better at certain things? Absolutely, she's the first person to tell you that. But I do think she could do a Rumble, because it's just brawling. It's just brawling and then getting eliminated. You can go over the top rope. Have half
but do you let her lose in her first match?
Have 10 people eliminate her. Boom. Protected.
Ooh, but yeah, I mean, it looks better, but you still lost your first match. And you know what? You're right, because people say she's not ready or whatever, but I don't think when Bianca Belair came up to the main roster, I don't think she was ready or on the level of the other girls, but we saw how fast she improved, and now she's hanging right there with them. So maybe that's what they need to do, just throw her in the fire.
It's those moments, sometimes you need to put that coal into fire, and then it'll turn into a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, right.
Just let her do her thing. I believe she'll swim. She won't sink. She will swim.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Jade is definitely a possibility. I think we do see her. I would say she's almost a lock to be there. I think get some people talking. Because. Here's a name I don't think is going to be there. A lot of people are saying Sasha Banks returning in the Rumble. She ain't coming back.
You don't think so? No. I heard it was kind of a lock.
Who told you these lies? Was it Brian?
I don't know if you ever heard of him, but Brian swears by him. His name's Boozer. Have you heard of that guy?
Well, I can tell you that if he acts anything like his name, then there's a good reason not to believe him.
Well, yeah, he has he has his account locked, his Twitter account, and he only invites certain people in there. But they said when he drops news, it comes true. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope she doesn't come out there. That way I can tell Brian your guy's he's not always right. But they say he always hits.
Tell Brian this: if Sasha Banks comes back in the Rumble on my stream after the show, I will shave my beard.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that too. We're gonna if she comes out at the Rumble, you shave your beard on stream, and we want to be in here with you while you do it.
Oh, well, how about this? We'll set up a stream. We'll do it. I'll come on your show and do it.
Okay, sounds
I'll
even
come.
better. Let's do
I'll
it.
come on off the top, and I will shave this beautiful beard looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, you know.
Yeah, it
But
looks great.
yeah,
Looks great.
it's okay. I can grow another 2 months of this. That's fine. I mean, I'm
Let's do it.
confident. I'm confident.
Okay. All
Sasha
right.
ain't coming
Do you
back.
think she's AEW bound?
Sasha Mercedes Moné will be in AEW sooner rather than later. Yes.
Okay, we'll see. I like it. I like it. So either Brian's guy is going to be wrong, or we're going to get Omer get his beard shaved on stream. We can't lose either way. Let's
And I
do it.
know, and here's the thing. I know Brian's not here, but if Brian loses, or if Mercedes doesn't show up, Brian's got a. What does he not like?
Like what? Like he got a little piece of beard on his cheek, so I don't
Ain't
know. We can
nobody
have him
worried
shave
about
that.
that.
He's going to dye his hair blonde if Cody Rhodes isn't in the main event at WrestleMania. He won't shave it, but I don't know.
Oh, he's already. Wait. I have money on that though.
Yeah, he said he's not going to shave it. He came back and was like, I'm not going to shave my head bald, but I'll dye it blonde.
Nah, I'm gonna dye his hair pink.
Yeah, you know what? I think we could talk him into it.
We got dye.
That's a good
We got pink with like a little blue streak. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to get creative. Like, no. How about this? We all fly in at WrestleMania weekend, and we do a little arts and craft project on his hair.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hit that
We
like
can say
button if you
after
guys
the
want to
show
see
or
that.
whatever. We can, you know what? If he's not in the main event, well, no, because we'll know before that. So we can do it before the show, even.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah,
Man's not gonna
It's
get
a
on that
good one.
flight. Anyway, I think Mercedes isn't gonna be there, but here's another name that is rumored to be coming back pretty soon. Naomi.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Didn't she say her bye in TNA already?
Yep, she said her like goodbyes. People expect her to be in WWE sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think we see the glow come back. I remember she had that great Rumble spot when she came in with the big afro, and her and Charlotte Flair was in
Yeah.
there. That was a good spot. Went viral and everything. So hopefully, yeah, they could pull something like that off again for her.
You think what I'm interested to see is like what is she gonna do this year for like her Rumble spot? Like how do you like? Because at some point you run out of things to do, right?
Yeah,
Like I'm like, what more can you do? Like, because they've done the handstands, they've like pogo sticked from like the announce
Yeah.
chair to the ring. I'm like, what the hell are you gonna do?
I can't think of it. I'm glad they don't got me on that job because I have no idea. They always come up with something though.
There was one year where they did like a total cop out, and Kofi Kingston, he just got thrown
Oh.
over, and like Biggie caught him, and he's like, yeah, we got him, booty. And
Yeah.
they put him back in, and Jinder Mahal just takes him and throws him out on the other side.
Yeah. Kofi's had some bad spots though. I know we're not talking about the men's rumble yet, but he's had some bad spots over the years. We'll see if he can rehab this year, but it hasn't been good.
It's just like, see, here's the thing. That's like one of those things where it's like it got too big to like hold to that promise every year. Like you can't
Right.
deliver on that every single year. You're gonna run out of cool stuff to do, and eventually, even Kofi Kingston, one of the most athletic people WWE's ever had, he's gonna mess up. Like, and it happens.
Yep. True.
All right.
That's true. But he keeps trying, so we'll see.
Well, Kenny, it's time to talk about it. Women's Rumble. We only know 4 people, but who do you think is gonna win, and what do you want to see go down this Saturday night
Except for the women's rumble.
for the Women's Rumble?
You know what? I love Bianca Belair, but I mean, she already had her WrestleMania spots, I think, for the last few years, in fact. I wouldn't be mad if she won, but I do want to see Jade make that surprise appearance, and I want to see them put the rocket on her, send her to the moon. Let's get Jade in the main event at WrestleMania. Give her a nice build leading up to that, so I'm going Jade Cargill.
See, I'm kind of booking backwards here because I want to see like whoever wins this, I think should face Rhea Ripley, and it should be a big match. And in my eyes, there's no bigger match than the one I'm about to give y'all right here. So Royal Rumble, I think the Women's Royal Rumble. You know what we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen a Rumble that's just like quick. I want a quick Rumble,
Yeah.
right? Like, and that's not me saying like I don't want like great spots or like. I just want to see like one of these Rumbles, the men's or women's. I want it to be quick. And here's how I would book the Women's Rumble quick. Number 30, right before number 30 comes out, you only have 4 people left in the ring. You have Bayley, Nia Jax, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Asuka, and Bianca Belair. Those are the four you got in the ring. They're all looking, who's number 30? Who's the final person? I'm not like most girls.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nia Jax comes out and eliminates Asuka,
Mm,
eliminates Bianca Belair,
mm,
eliminates Bayley,
mm.
takes her arm, puts it around the hair of Becky Lynch, tosses her out on the apron. Running start, Nia Jax caught in a guillotine. Becky eliminates Nia. Bada bing, bada boom. Biggest match you could possibly give him right now. Becky, Rhea, Mania, main event.
Becky. Oh no, I think Becky's cooled off too much. For me, I think she's cooled off. I think she's cold right now. If we're gonna have somebody from those four, I say give us Bayley and Rhea Ripley. They don't give Bayley the love she deserves. Give it to Bayley and let her take the championship.
We got Bayley, the only horsewoman not to get a singles match at Mania. That is true. That is true.
That's a good point.
Didn't she win she won like the Fatal 4-Way, right? For the like she won a Fatal 4-Way match for the title at one point, I feel. At Mania.
I don't remember. I'm a bad historian.
It's okay. That's why you got me here, Kenny. So
Right.
I'm a fact checker, but yeah, you're right. She's never had like the main event. That is true.
So give it to Bayley. She deserves it.
Hell yeah. Give it to Bayley, but only if I want Bayley to turn. I want Bayley to turn face. I don't care how corny it is. I want the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing two.
Oh, you want them back?
I want the hugging Bayley to come back. I love the song. That's really what it is. It's a catchy ass song.
There ain't no stopping this now.
Come on, you could think of the merch.
Greatest women's match of all time, if you ask me. Bayley versus Sasha at what was that? The first one they had at the NXT
Takeover Brooklyn.
First one, greatest women's match of all time.
It changed the trajectory of wrestling. That match has inspired, it literally inspired women to get into wrestling.
Yep, right. I mean, the build and everything, man, it was just perfect.
And it was and you know what it was? It was such a simple story too. It wasn't overly complex. It was the goodest good guy or the goodest face of all time, the most just sniveling, snarly heel, and the boss Sasha Banks, and Bayley just won. It was so.
Yeah, wasn't it like Bayley just was feeling like she wasn't good enough or something?
She was told by everyone, by Charlotte, by Becky, all the four horsewomen who came before her, all of whom won the title. She was told, "You're not good enough. You can't succeed." It was like NXT's version of the Bryan Danielson story. Oh, sorry, the Daniel Bryan story for Mania 30, and it hit. It hit, and that building was electric. The atmosphere, the fact that it was takeover, and it was just one of the greatest matches of all time. Period.
Absolutely, definitely.
Pretty sure Meltzer gave that 4 stars, but
what? No, that was definitely 5. That was 7 even.
Bro, get that star. Get 10 stars. All right, 10 stars. Yeah.
It's a beautiful match, man. Just the way everything came together, it was beautiful.
There's no, and it's the whole thing. I don't fault Dave for giving star ratings because it's his opinion, and he even says it's his opinion. I fault people for buying too much stock into you know what it is, but I'm man, there's no way, there's no more perfect way you could have had that match go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's a 5-star match. It has to be. Just because, what else were they gonna do? Were they gonna do was Bayley gonna do a Hurricane Rana into a Canadian destroyer off a ladder? What more of a pop do you need?
Yeah, that stuff shouldn't even make it a 5-star match. Just those crazy moves or whatever they're doing. I think the story they told and everything that went into it, the match was actually great, perfect. I think it was just because it was in WWE. If it was in New Japan, it would have got 5 to 7 stars.
If that thing was in Japan, it would have got started. Dave's oh, yeah, look at that Tokyo Dome. Oh, okay. 5 stars right there. Everything else was extra. What do you think? Although, here's the thing: people gave him crap for giving that Kenny Omega Okada match 7 stars.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch that match back, you can't say no. You're just damn.
went and watched it after he gave it the rating because everybody was saying it was so good. And I watched it. I was like, okay, I see it. Like I didn't watch New Japan or nothing back then, but after I watched the match, I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay, I get it.
I gotta ask you a question. Like, out of like all the major companies, whose like camera work do you like the best?
Camera work.
Like, I know it's a weird question,
Um,
but you know,
no, no, not at all. Simplistic AEW, but when it comes to the whole production and everything, there's nothing's touching WWE.
that's true.
They do some crazy stuff though, like if they're like doing the mounted punches and the camera goes in and out
I
and
hate
in and out.
that
I'm like,
so
oh, what are we
much.
doing? Oh, Cesaro swing camera. Like they do some stupid stuff like that, but
When have you seen like there was this video like going around of like Seth Rollins? He was like beating some dude with a steel chair, and the cameraman go, "Oh,
yeah, I
whoa!"
saw
And it's
some.
like, "Yo, my man, getting the workout in. Go off, King." But I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
do
"Yo,
some
like
bad
I don't
stuff
know.
like
I
that, but
hate that."
production WWE
I like
100%.
New Japan, and here's why.
Okay.
It's simple. It like it's not perfect in that like it catches everything or whatever. It
Yeah,
feels like us. It makes it feel like a sport, and at the same time, the way they film it, it looks like anime sometimes. When you got Okada doing that Rainmaker, it's like, oh, boom, like I
yeah,
could I see like explosions and shit, like I don't know, like they find a way of like mixing that simplicity and that but also like making it impactful. Whereas WWE, they
yeah.
just kind of hide everything. Like you don't see the impact. You say, "Oh my God, Michael,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you the Canadian destroyer."
But see, AEW they missed the impact and all that stuff a
Bro,
lot. Yeah, it's
not on
bad.
purpose. In WWE, it's on
Not on
purpose.
purpose.
In AEW,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh shit.
Like, oh, he hit a big spot and we missed it. But I don't want to be fair. I don't watch enough New Japan to say New Japan. That's probably why I didn't why I missed that because I only seen like one or two Kingdoms maybe. But one thing about New Japan, I just think it looks too dark in there. Same issue I had with WCW. I feel like their
Mm.
shows were just too dark or something. And I like the red ropes in WWE, the colors and all of that.
So he's a collider right there. You can tell Kenny Bomb is like, I'm a collision guy. I like the color.
Yeah, when I can catch Collision, sure.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, this is not an AEW podcast. This is a WWE show, allegedly. Um.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right. So you got Bailey. I got Becky. Consensus is one of the four horsewomen is going to win this match. Well, not
Yeah.
Charlotte. Not Charlotte, unfortunately. Get well soon.
Get well soon. Worst time of the year to get injured.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a really good time of the year for one of these 30 men who is likely going to face Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, one of the Shield members, for the World Championship at WrestleMania. We got Cody, Punk, Nakamura, Lashley, McIntyre, Gunther, Kofi Kingston, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, in the Rumble. Before I ask you about what your thoughts are, I need to get your opinion here on this, Kenny. What the hell is Damian Priest doing in the Rumble?
I have absolutely no idea. It makes no sense. Can he just take that money in the bank briefcase and say, I want the main event at WrestleMania? One of them, and just cash it in there. I mean, why are we on? Didn't John Cena do that or something? Like he said, I'm going to cash it in for this match down the line, not at WrestleMania, but like he said, he called a shot on a certain show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you in the Royal Rumble if you got the money in the bank?
My guy, you're a heel. You don't need to work. You have
Exactly.
the main event already. It's right there. Like,
Yeah.
and man, I just think it like, you know what I hate? I hate it when WWE does stuff that makes their wrestlers look stupid.
Yeah.
And to me, this is one of those things that's like really making Damian Priest kind of look stupid. Like I'm just like, man, why is he
Right.
in here? Like, it's like it doesn't make him look stupid as like what a lot of people are saying. Like, have you heard this thing? Like, people want Damian Priest to like cash in the money in the bank, and then they open the briefcase and they look
There's
at
no contract.
Finn Balor got like stole the contract or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if they do that, bro, it's over for everyone. Like,
Yeah.
like it's such
That's
a bad.
bad. Yeah, I heard it too, but it wouldn't make sense because WWE knows Damian Priest won the Money in the Bank. So, what does a piece of paper or whatever mean?
I still think there's time, man. Like, have him beat Rollins. Just have him like take the belt off
See,
Rollins.
Is he ready for a main event at Mania?
He doesn't need to be. Give Rollins the belt back like the week before or something. Like here's the thing, man. Like they have booked themselves in a corner with this Money in the Bank 2 years in a row now. First with Austin Theory, now with Damian Priest. And here's the thing. I'm not saying Damian Priest isn't ready for the belt. Like I think if their focus was on him, it would they would be fine putting the belt on him and he would be a bigger star. The issue is everyone wants Punk versus Rollins. Like that's the match people are clamoring for. That's the match people want to see. Everyone wants to see some variation of Punk versus Rollins, McIntyre involved potentially. Like that's really what people want to see. They don't want to. Well, they love Damian Priest. Ain't nobody trying to see that man versus CM Punk. You know. So
yeah, right.
It's just that they're in a weird spot, and I think the only way you get out of this, right? Because he only has till July to cash in. If like you're dead set on having like Punk or Rollins be the champ after Mania and go into SummerSlam as that, like you have to give him the belt now and do a bit of a hot potato situation and like, you know, maybe have like Seth Rollins win the belt, or if you have Cody win the Rumble, have Punk beat, you know, Priest for the belt after he cashes in, like something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't have him lose.
But did you hear about the Sportsnet thing?
What's the
Sportsnet?
What's the Sportsnet?
They put out something and WWE was mad about it, saying what was going to happen at the Royal Rumble and what they were going to do at WrestleMania.
Oh no! Now you're
making
me Google that? Spoilers, Kenny Baum.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about potential spoilers,
let's
but
talk
I
about
don't know
it.
if it's true or not. But yeah, they said it came directly from Triple H. You said, let's talk about it. Should I drop the news?
Let's see. Sportsnet. What are we talking about here?
Sportsnet.
I mean, do you know what they said?
Yeah, so they said they kind of ran down the WrestleMania card. They were saying Cody is not going to be finishing the story this year. They said it's actually going to be Cody versus CM Punk. They said Gunther was going to win the Royal Rumble and go up against Seth Rollins and dethrone him at WrestleMania. They said The Rock's going against Roman Reigns. I don't remember what else they had in there, but they kind of laid everything out and said it came directly from somebody close to Triple H. And the WWE put out a report saying WWE wasn't happy with the story they ran. So I don't know if that means that it's true or if WWE is just mad about them spreading false things. But yeah, that'd be interesting.
Kenny, is this one of Brian's friends again?
Not Sportsnet. That's like an official site, right?
I'm gonna need you to.
I thought they had credibility.
Brian, I need you to stop. Keep your fake news to yourself, all right? we love you. Like we'll have you on anytime, but like my man, like what the hell? Cody versus Punk at Mania?
Yeah, it's gonna be Cody versus Punk. That's what that segment on Monday set up. And Seth Rollins going against Gunther. Who's going to win the Royal Rumble.
Now, I wouldn't be opposed to Gunther winning the Royal Rumble. Don't get me wrong. Like, that'd be fine. But
be a big spot.
Man, you know how many people are going to be pissed if Cody's not winning this? Because here's the thing. For Cody finishing the story at this point, it's got nothing to do with the story. People are just mad, and they want Cody. They want the story to be over.
Yeah. But Cody said somebody asked him something about The Rock, and he was like, "Yeah, we wouldn't be here without The Rock." And The Rock's on his interview and talking to Stephen A. Smith, saying the biggest match we can do is me versus Cody or me versus Roman Reigns, and I think that's how me and the boys, or the wrestlers, can put on the biggest show at WrestleMania. So I don't know what they're doing, but it sounds like things might be kind of jumbled up. But I mean, even if Cody goes to WrestleMania with Roman, I don't see him winning. I don't see them coming this close to Hulk Hogan's record and taking that belt off of Roman Reigns.
What record, bro? What record? Can we
They
stop?
love these records. They love these numbers so much. And we saw the New Day takeover. Who was it? Demolition's record. Usos took it from them. Why do you give Usos the tag team record and you don't give Roman the modern day WWE record?
What? It's such a made up. He hasn't even held the WWE title for that long. He's held the Universal title for that long. Like,
they don't care. They don't care.
And it's like, what, for third place? He's not going to pass Backlund. He's not going to pass San Martino.
Yeah, but they can be like, he passed Hogan's reign.
You can't adjust for inflation, guys, with these records. Like, what the fuck?
But they did that with CM Punk, right? He passed somebody's reign, and they was like, he's the longest reigning modern day champion or whatever.
But they didn't book around that. Like, like it was just like he was just the guy at the moment. Like, okay. The longest they got there and they were like, all right, cool. So we're just gonna say this.
Roman's the guy, man. I think they want to bump these records and make them more modern. So I think they're going to make him pass Hogan's number.
If that man is world champion in 2026, I'm gonna stop watching WWE.
Oh no. I think he might drop it in 2025. Maybe Cody finishes the story then.
I'm mad. We're really talking about 2025 with this shit.
Yeah. So you think it's not going to be Roman versus Rock at Mania?
I think if The Rock, like, here's the thing, I'm not gonna make a prediction on this because if The Rock says I want Mania this year, it's happening. Like,
yeah. I think there were reports saying he wants Mania, but they want him to do Saudi Arabia. But I mean, he's the head of the table now, and he's in these interviews saying that this is the biggest match we could do to make WrestleMania the biggest show. I don't know. I think we're gonna lean in towards Rock and Roman at Mania.
Listen, man, people are like, oh, he wants that Saudi money. The Rock just got paid $30 million by WWE.
Exactly. I don't think
he don't need that Saudi money.
I don't think he needs it.
Yeah,
but on it. If you're not going to do Cody versus Roman, what is the next big match for Cody? I think it is CM Punk. And we look at that angle from Monday. They're in each other's faces like they're going to fight. I think it could be something to it.
Man. I just want it to be over. Like, I'm not even like, here's the thing. I genuinely think we lost the plot with the Cody Rhodes story. Like, I don't even know where we are in this. You know what I want? I want people to just stop talking about the damn story. Like, honestly, that's what I want. People are just like, Cody got to finish the story. Cody got to finish the story. Michael Cole every week. Cody Rhodes got to finish the story. WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of this. Like, I love Cody. Cody genuinely like one of my favorite wrestlers. Like, changed the industry, all the above. Like, I give him all the credit he's due. Bro, like, if I have to listen to this man say, everybody does this, my father, my dad,
exactly, yeah.
I have changed the excellence of the whatever. I've revolutionized this industry time after time, and I will do it again at WrestleMania. Out here, mm-hmm. Like, I don't need him to be doing this shit. Like, I'm sick of it.
Okay? Right. Yeah, and then every time he cuts a promo, somebody's out there talking to him about his dad and stuff. I'm like, come on, guys. Cody Rhodes, are you going to build your own legacy, or are we just going to stick with the Dusty Rhodes stuff?
They jumped the shark with that with the CM Punk thing. I don't believe for a second that Dusty Rhodes told CM Punk to watch over his kid.
Watch over my son, exactly.
Like,
why him?
Nah, y'all did a little bit too much there. Y'all the Fonz, like literally jumping over that shark. I was like, Like, Paul, I believe. Paul, I could see that. Roman, hell yeah. Great build to that story.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, yes, definitely. Because like that probably did happen.
Yeah.
But CM Punk? He's like, how do you think that conversation went? Hey, Punky baby, come over here.
You just watch over my son, Daddy.
Come here, Daddy. So my son Cody. I need you to look after him, but don't make him get any of those tattoos that you got there, buddy. I don't need Cody walking around here with a damn wolf on his neck. Look at him now.
He ends up doing it anyway.
I'm mad, bro. The only person, look at his face to face. The only person who could outdo CM Punk, like as far as tattoos go in a face to face, is Cody.
Cody Rhodes, yeah, he put one in the worst spot. Got one tattoo and put it in the craziest spot possible.
I remember when he showed up to that thing with that thing at Revolution.
Yeah,
I was like, "Hey, yo, it's that can't." I was like, at first, I was like, "That can't be permanent. Like, it's just like for the show, you know. It's like the war paint, you know." And then he shows up to Dynamite. I was like, "Oh, that's crazy, Cody. That's wild."
Yeah. I thought he was going to end up just building around it to make it not stand out too much, but I think that probably would have been worse.
I'm mad,
but it's still just.
He's got two tattoos. One's a very nice one. It's like his dad's name on his heart, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then he's got like this wild ass like I don't know, MAGA like skull on there. Like, I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, we got Kenny Baum in the building. Guys, go follow him on Twitter at KennyBaum4K. I'm missing a K there. My bad, Kenny.
It's all good. It's all good.
On the graphic. Hey, y'all want to find Kenny? Here's what you do. You go in the description, click on the links, Kenny's right there in the description of this video. Guys, we have one more thing to talk about, and that is who the hell wins. Kenny, tell me, who wins this Rumble?
Oh boy, I think I'm gonna say CM Punk because if you want to get him on the main event of night one, I mean that's kind of his finish the story, his main event in WrestleMania. So if you want to get him in the night as the main event of the buy one get one extravaganza, then I think you go with CM Punk.
I really want Seth Rollins to say that line in a promo. It's gonna be one of the funniest things ever.
Well, it will kind of diminish him too. So
no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because he'd be making. Here's the thing: you're making Punk out to be a hypocrite and telling him he doesn't deserve to be a part of like.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like you call this a buy one get one free extravaganza. Like, bro, we don't want you here. What are you doing here wrestling for this buy one get one free extravaganza? I thought you were better than this.
Yeah, right.
And then CM Punk's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, it's getting serious now, buddy."
Mm-hmm. Watch it, buddy. Watch it.
Whoa! Look! I just took the like my man. He just takes the thing off the mic when he wants to get serious. I'm like, bro, like what?
I don't know. I don't think he can stand up against the guys in WWE anymore because they've been cooking him on the mic, especially Drew McIntyre.
Oh, Drew was bringing the heat. Yo, what'd you think about Cody and Punk's promo?
I just didn't like the Dusty Rhodes stuff in there again, so it kind of lost it for me.
I thought Cody's stuff for the most part was like pretty good, like because he said the thing, like he's like you talked about changing the industry, you talked about wanting to get like jobs for the boy, like, you talked about all this shit. I did it.
Yeah.
What did you do? You tried to destroy what I built. Like and like Punk was out here
that's
like
good.
I am so disappointed in you, Cody. Like I'm just like, what the hell is this crap? You wanna go, Cody?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't catch the context of that. He said that. He said, "You try to destroy what I built."
I know, but he didn't say that word for word. But he implied it, No,
but because we were watching it, but I didn't really. When he started talking about the Dusty Rhodes stuff, I was like, "Oh boy, here we go."
Yeah, the Dusty
Rhodes stuff. I checked out a little bit.
It really.
But that would have been good. That would have been a good promo if he cut that like word for word, as you just said.
I mean, he did already cut that promo on Punk. It was in AEW though. It was his final promo. Like he cut it.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like when Cody left AEW, one of the I really hoped that he didn't. And the main thing was I wanted to see Cody versus Punk. Because I was like, oh, Cody sold me a ticket to this match, and now probably now this year we might get it, but
I get it.
We'll see. I agree with you though. I think Punk wins the Rumble, and I think that it gives you the most flexibility, right? Because no matter what happens with the World Championship on the Raw side with Seth Rollins, you have a match. Whether McIntyre is the champ, whether you find a way to give it to Seth or even Damian Priest, you can do a triple threat if Rollins eventually can't go. If that happens, setbacks happen with these types of injuries. It just guarantees you hey, we have this big star in a big match at Mania.
Yeah. Right.
So we'll see. I do think McIntyre versus Punk, in the case that Rollins actually can't go, I think that would be a really good match.
McIntyre and Punk, yeah, that'll be good. And then we already saw the promo. They could have nice promo wars on TV too, so that would be good.
Well, McIntyre would.
I do hope that the Sportsnet card is right, because I love that lineup. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, that's a huge match. Gunther dethroning Seth Rollins. Would he have to give up the Intercontinental Champion? I don't know, but I think that'd be a big spot for him. And the biggest one I want to see, Rock and Roman. So we'll see.
I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. I need you to promise me that if none of these, if Sasha isn't there and that card doesn't come to fruition, I'm gonna need you to stop reading fake wrestling news. Can you promise me that, Kenny Bomb?
But you know what? I get them from the good sources, though. Sportsnet is a good source. Sportsnet, they gotta be official.
They can't just be making that up. It's like, oh man, what's this? There's a Newsmax. That sounds pretty good.
And everybody's reporting it too, saying WWE was upset about it. So we'll see. We'll see. If it's not true, then yeah, I'll go ahead and Be throwing all the dirt
Hey man,
sheets.
if Sasha Banks comes back, you're gonna have, man. Oh, I just thought about the reality of that. Huh. It just set in live on the air.
No beard Omer in the building.
I'll tell you this. I'm only doing it after my birthday. After my birthday, go nuts. And it's on my birthday is in February, so don't worry. It's not that far away.
Yeah, not too far out.
It's not that far away. I'm not trying to hide from you. I will be clean shaven the day, like literally the day after my birthday. But I got pictures to take, you know. But,
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We'll get you on stream after your birthday. We'll give you that much.
hell yeah.
If Sasha Banks shows up
If she doesn't,
with Naomi.
I mean Naomi's showing up. I that's what I think. I think she's showing up. She's amazing.
Well, yeah, for sure. But Sasha Banks, that's the big question.
We got a quick question here. Just me, hello. That's a funny ass name. Who's in the title match? The Cleveland Steamer or Hot Carl? Who the hell is? Whoa.
Those are sexual innuendos referring to the Vince McMahon thing.
That's crazy. Went right over my head. We got Charles saying late, but I made it. Great to listen in. Always great to have you. So drop my like as always. Charles is a great friend of the show.
Shout out to Charles.
Love to see Charles. Love to see Kervin. Kervin's actually been around, I think, the longest. Kervin was around my Real Take Sports days. So big shout out to Kervin. Always bringing the fire. Liam, of course. As he, he wanted you to know this. Here we go. I hope you gave Kenny a brief rundown on this. This is my show. I run this place. There's a reason why Liam is like one of the few mods I have on here. Like he's the guy. Like when no one was watching, it was Liam and Cincy, and now there we go. Shouts
out to him. Shouts out to Liam.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Off the Top team. Kenny, why don't you tell the good people at home about Off the Top and your work over there?
Yes, so Off the Top is the channel where we cover wrestling and wrestling only. We play wrestling games. We cover wrestling game news. We got a podcast that we go on every Tuesday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes it might be 8:20. You know, getting everybody, getting 7 people together is not easy. Sometimes more than that. So, yeah, we're trying to do it over there. We have Omer on when he's available. So make sure y'all come check us out.
Hell yeah, guys. Make that a part of your Tuesday Night Wrestling. I know a lot of you don't watch NXT, so after you watch OT Graps on here, go on over. We'll send some people your way next time, Kenny. Go on over to Off the Top. Go check out their podcast. It's a great show. They had me on, and man, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you got to give them the uncensored version on Patreon, the post show. Yeah,
the uncensored post show.
Yeah, where Brian's just like, you know, saying like, oh man, you know, I actually love Jack Perry. Joke's on you, Brian. He actually loves Jack Perry, guys. Anyway, but great to see you, Kenny. Tell him about your other work. Tell him about Kenny Bomb. Tell him about your other channel.
Oh, well, I mean, Kenny Bomb, I cover video games, Mortal Kombat, wrestling games, pretty much any game I'm interested in, I cover it on my other channel. That's just straight up Kenny Bomb. But if you check out one of them, come check us out at Off the Top, because they've got some great guys over there who are creators of their own. So, yeah. You get a lot of content creators if you come to Off the Top.
Oh, what's that hat say right there?
You mean this hat right here that I just got today?
Oh, did you just buy that? Bomb Squad.
Just got it today. Well, yeah, I got it stitched on there. So, yeah. So it's making its debut right here.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to get a new logo made, but the artists take too long, so we couldn't get it done.
That's why you gotta learn to do it yourself, Kenny.
Right. I used to draw, but I just can't do it no more. So we'll have to figure it out.
Gotta get that AI going, like get a Dolly to work on it for you.
Yeah. Everybody thought the new WWE 2K cover was AI because Stone Cold has 4 fingers on it, but apparently they said it's somebody actually made it. So
they gotta eliminate the middle finger.
Well, yeah, he has it like his hands up like in a ball like this, but he only has 4 fingers. Like this one's missing. So definitely strange. It looks like AI. So AI. I think it was.
Charles in the chat asking a question. Batista making an appearance?
Ooh, that's a good one. I need a full entrance if he does.
I have a hot take about Batista.
What, AEW?
No. That's not
Shoot,
happening.
let's go. I mean, let's go if that's the case.
No. I don't listen to like Sportsnet or
It's
Ringside News or whatever the hell you listening to over there. But
all
big,
reputable websites, guys.
that last one I just said, definitely not. Do not read that garbage,
But
people.
yeah, what was it? Ringside News? Is that oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the guy's name
I'd
though.
rather not say his name on the air.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. But like my hot take about Batista is, I like his old theme better than like his like like the theme he had for a while, like. So the theme he had like the
Walk
Batista theme is
Alone.
I walk alone
Yeah.
inside the pit of
No
danger.
danger.
But like
Yeah.
the old one he had, it was like no words, but it was still dope because it was like, I don't know, it was like, it felt like doom was coming when like his
Mhm.
like when his song played, it was like
I remember it. I'm trying to think back.
it's a dope song. Like if anyone who knows what I'm talking about, man, Batista's old theme, like the theme he won when he won at WrestleMania 21 against Triple H for the first time, like it was,
It's coming back.
yeah, it was a really good theme. But like a lot of people really love the Walk Alone, and I was like, it's cool, but man, that
I
first,
love to walk alone. Put it up there with everybody says Edge has the best theme of all time. I can put Batista's up there with it, especially how he used to come out, slap his chest, and then do the gun thing with the just a great theme, great entrance.
I
Shout
was
out to
saying,
Batista.
Edge has like probably like the most like emotionally versatile theme, cause bro,
Yeah, right.
I cried when that man's theme music played. Like at
Yeah,
I was like, oh, on this day, it's surreal
yeah.
to me. Like,
That's if he wins a belt and he's in there with the title.
yeah. Oh wait, well, we did see Edge win the belt. That
Yeah,
we did witness that.
right. Yeah, you're right.
We can say that's crazy. We can say that we were in the building when Edge won a title belt
Yeah,
and when he lost the title belt.
yeah, right. I'm surprised they moved him away from Christian after that. But yeah, we're going back to AEW now.
This well, when you and I are in the room, the conversation always goes to AEW.
Right.
Real quick before we wrap, what do you think about the new direction AEW is taking in 2024?
I still got to watch the show from last night, but when I was there last week, it was actually a good show. So I'm interested to see where they go with it. I don't know if we got any closer to where we're going last night, but they had it looks like they were building towards Swerve, Samoa Joe, and Hangman Page, like a triple threat. I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
What do you think about Hangman's mustache, though? The
I love it.
mustache.
I love everything about Hangman.
I
He
know.
can't do no wrong in my book.
You are probably the biggest Hangman Page fan that I know.
Huh? Yeah, I think the guy's great, man. I love his promo work too. Because when some wrestlers come off cutting those angry promos, it comes off like they're cutting wrestler promos. But I feel like his is legit. So
Yeah, he did kind of look. I don't know. It wasn't a good look on this week Dynamite for Hangman Page in when he was having his little thing with Swerve. That's all I'm gonna say. I won't spoil it too much for you, but I was just like, man, this man broke into your house.
yeah, right.
I'm like, you should be trying to murder him. It's on
Trying to
site.
murder him. Yeah,
Like anyway, but I like the direction they're going in, man. Like it. Tony Khan was talking about restoring the feeling. He's really done that. What do you think about the rankings? Rankings coming back.
did they talk about it last night?
They are, bro. They are. Everyone's talking about it in their promos. Edge mentioned in their promo. You had
Really?
like everyone was talking about when the rankings come back, I'm gonna be blah blah blah.
Oh man, I don't know. You know what? They tried a lot in wrestling. I believe WWE tried it as well. They just don't never really work, and then they always just disappear, just like they did in AEW. And it's tough because of long-term storytelling. They don't do. Like you'll have John Moxley at the top of the rankings. You'll have Hangman Page number 2, Swerve number 3. But for some reason, you're putting Hook in a title match where he's not on the rankings at all, and they're making some type of excuse to why he has it in there. So I think if they're going to go back with the ratings, they got to kind of have like maybe 5 guys that are trying to lead up to those next 5 title shots. And you got to stick with those 5 guys and just run it in order. Have one guy just moving up in the rankings as you go through. So I don't know. It depends on how they make it work, but seems like they just can't ever stick with them and stay consistent.
Yeah, we'll see. I definitely like the idea of rankings in theory. I thought the last time it did become a bit of a crutch because it did interfere with some stories they were trying to tell. But
Yeah,
I don't know. You could definitely have rankings, but also like have Tony Khan be like, I just want to see a great match this Sunday on
yeah.
pay-per-view, right after Dynamite, our great show on TBS, right before our great show on Collision on T. Man goes into a trance whenever he's doing an
It
interview.
sure does. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But then does that kind of throw off the ranking system or kind of I don't know the word I'm looking for. Kind of devalues the ranking system if you can just jump a guy to the front of a line just because you want to see it. So I don't know. That might be part of it.
Hey man, look, it's wrestling. We can deal with a little bit of nonsense.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's like
But you got to keep those ratings legitimate if you're going to run them.
The
If you long
Undertaker was a
term,
wizard, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about legitimate rankings. Like,
Chris Jericho shoots fireballs too. So
hey, he's anyway. Um, anyway.
oh my bad, Chris Jericho.
Kenny
Sorry.
Bomb. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap?
No, I think we're good. I wish I had a chance to watch Dynamite so we could touch on that before we do it, but I'll try to jump on before after we get out of here.
Wait, talk
I'm
about
clear.
what?
Dynamite. I said if I watched it, we could have talked about that a little
Yeah,
bit, but I got to catch up on it.
it's okay. Well, I'll let you get to catching up on AEW Dynamite live every Wednesday night on TBS at 8 p.m. Great show, headlined by Excalibur on commentary. Oh, sorry, Tony Khan, go away. Um, appreciate all of y'all guys. From Charles. Last quick question: Goldberg to AEW this year? We getting it, Kenny?
No,
No,
not Goldberg.
no. I don't want to see Goldberg in AEW.
Me either. Yeah.
Samoa
Okay.
Joe, you're next. I'm the champion again.
Well,
Like that man's gonna
Tony
be.
Khan will probably love it. We got Goldberg back on TNT for the first time in 80 years. So
I'd be
yeah, but
so
no.
mad if like Swerve wins the belt and they just have Goldberg come in and beat
Oh,
him.
come squash him.
I'm a
Brock Lesnar,
hero
Kofi
to the
Kingston
kids.
style.
Yeah, I won the belt. I'm the Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
of AEW now. Oh, man. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you who have joined. If you're watching the replay of this, again, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video, stream, podcast, downright, whatever nonsense I release on this channel is released. Also, be sure to go over to youtube.com/offthetoPYT and youtube.com/Kenny Bomb. Subscribe to both of those wonderful channels. Until next time, Kenny, say bye to the people.
Peace. Hit y'all Brian style. Thanks, Omer.
Appreciate you, man. Take it easy, guys. Until next time.